Damn, isn't it? Ray did not answer. That's recorded. God. Well, since Ray's not going to be here, I'll just go through these jokes through you that you're not going to fucking respond to. Because you never do. Thanks, Ray. Thank you. Destroying this whole thing. God. All right. All right. So this one, it's a joke. It's a like a story, right? So you want okay. All right. So Johnny and Susie, right?
Johnny and Susie.
They're working in a factory. It's Susie. She's tired. She says it's a beautiful day. She's tired of working, so she don't want to work anymore, right? So she tells Johnny that she bets that she can get the boss to let her go home early, right? Johnny's like, she asks, how? How are you gonna do that? And she said, watch this, the boss is coming. So she gets up and hangs from upside down from the rafters, right? And the boss walks in and says, what the hell are you doing? And she said, I'm a light bulb. The boss is like, you're losing it. You might need to take the rest of the day off. So she gets down and starts to walk out and to go home, and Johnny starts to follow her. And the boss was like, where do you think you're going? And he said, you expect me to work in the fucking dark?
That's so dang stupid. It's so stupid. I can see.
Hey.
I can see somebody doing that. I can see somebody in real life doing that. I ain't about to. No.
She's my light.
That was good.
Hey, do you think that the mall, right, is called the mall because when you go shopping in all the stores, it's because you go to them all?
That's so, oh my God. Now we're back at classic. Classic. Oh my God. I did not see that. Oh my God. I did not see that coming.
Hey. So a chicken coop, right? A chicken coop only has 2 doors. Did you know that?
The chicken coop only has 2 doors. Okay.
For a chicken coop. Because if it had 4, it would be a chicken sedan.
You know what? No. That was good. Okay, that was good. The cheese, though. That was.
All right.
That was good.
Last one I got. So, classic. 5 guys walk into a bar, right?
Yeah.
You think one of them at least saw it?
What? So I got. Whoa. Okay. Let's say one more time because you think one of them would have saw it?
5 guys walk into a bar.
I got it.
You think at least one would have seen it?
It's so bad. I got it. It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. Raiden missed all of this. Why, Hammer, did you make me go through all this by myself? Why?
Wish he would have been here for this. Get his reactions. I just tell him. I have to just tell him on the phone. Missing all the reactions though. Like I just want to see his reactions to these.
Yeah.
Hey, that's all I have for you.
Tell his daughter, hey.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
But now, what you drinking?
That's a pen. No.
It's Backyard Bee from Revolver Brewing.
Hmm.
The light is kind of.
Yeah.
There you go. So
Here goes.
I'm guessing it's a style honey ale.
Okay.
Eh,
3
it's
stars.
not bad. Like
Yeah.
I can taste the honey. It's like an aftertaste, like a
Yeah.
honey, not like regular honey, but it's like the honey kind of. It's like that taste, I guess. I don't know. It's not. Definitely beer, but, but it doesn't have that honey kind of.
It kicks in at the end.
It's like a hint of honey. Like you can kind of. It's an aftertaste. Not bad. It's just.
What was it made?
This
Is that
is made. Extremely pale ale with a clean, crisp finish. An addition of honey to the boil gives a complexity to the beer's suitable fruit character without adding sweetness.
Oh, yeah, it's fruity.
It's a Texan beer.
Really?
It's Revolver Brewing.
So it's Texas honey, maybe?
Brewed and canned by Revolver Brewing in Granbury, Texas.
Huh. They probably have a different sets of honey. Maybe that honey is different twine with,
Hey, it's local honey. You get cold, local honey,
allergies.
beer, allergies. Maybe this will help me.
Maybe. I mean, it would have to have a lot of honey.
Or you just got to drink a lot of beer.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.
Welcome back. This is episode 31. We're your hosts. I'm your boy Snake.
Amigo D.
And for some strange reason, the hammer is nowhere hammering. And I tried calling him, texting him, everything. I had no response. So hopefully everything's fine. He's just starting to worry me right now. At least response. But I'm not his wife or anything. So, but again, like I said, he's not with us right now. If he pops in, cool. He might pop in while we're in the middle of this. But the show must go on. So Ethan can't make it because he's working. So we will get back in with him. Just got to get that scheduled. But other than that, you want to kick it off, or you want to do rock, paper, scissors? Yeah. What do you want?
I kick it off, sure.
Oh, okay. Take it away.
Woo! Oh.
That throw you off?
Just a little bit. I'm back. All right, my nerd patrol. I'm still working on these. Nerd patrol. Probably should say something demonish. Maybe the spawn of nerds. I don't know. Working on it. We'll get there. I'll probably have different ones to call you guys because you are fans. You are the nerdness of who we are. And we thank you. Anyway, let's get to it. So I'm going to give you more of that great, dark, Halloweeny goodness of all the things I found. Because, you know, it's the month of October. People love that type of stuff and, you know, pumpkins and all that good old stuff. So the first thing I want to talk about for you guys, I want to talk about the Resident Evil reboot. Yes, not the game. I know I'm not Hammer. I'm not, you know, hey guys, no one watched the new game. No. It's not what this is. Talking about they're gonna reboot the movie. You know, the movie that you saw with the girl from The Fifth Element. I forgot her name. Mila Jokovic or something like that. Forgive me, I know I messed her name up. Please do not destroy me on the comments. But yes, they're rebooting it, but this time they're changing it to where it's gonna go hand in hand with how the game is went. So they're gonna start it with like a mansion, kind of the same way the movie did, but they're gonna keep the storyline more centered with the mansion to the city to whatever else comes next after that, to the factories to find out who Umbrella is. They even got cast of. They even got some of the cast members as far as I think Jill, Claire, Wesker, and others. So, but the real good thing is that the main guy, this is the good news, the main guy who created the Resident Evil titles, well, one of the producers anyway, he's going to be hand in hand with the director. Bad news, the director is the same guy who made the last movies. So, you know, but the good thing is that this time he has the guy over his shoulder to tell him, hey, you know, when he starts to, I'm going to write this. Nope, get that hand back over here and do this. Okay, fine. You know, someone to kind of slap on the back of the head and make him stay. So hopefully that'll work out and we'll get some good Resident Evil goodness to where we get to see some actual storyline and things that kind of make sense to that craziness that we saw, which, I mean, the games are kind of went that way, but, you know, we want to see that later on, not necessarily in the first 3 chapters. So keep on the lookout for that. And now I got a question. I want to take you somewhere. I want to take you to this house. I want you to be welcomed. Welcome to the Blum house. And what that stands for, if you don't know what Blum house is, Blum house, in my opinion, it's the new newline cinema. If you know anything about newline cinema is the old housing of productions, and it's the old production company. It's the production company that did like Nightmare on Elm Street. It even did some Friday 13, some Halloween and Scream and a bunch of others. New Line Cinema was a production company that housed all of these old school movies. Well, old school now, not really old school to me, giving my age away. But it's all of that good stuff. Blumhouse is the new school. It's they actually started out under New Line Cinema, and now they're their own thing. They did Paranormal Activity, The Conjuring, and a bunch of other stuff. And now they put these 4 movies on Amazon Prime, and they call it Welcome to Blumhouse. It's supposed to be an anthology of different movies that they're kind of testing out, and then I guess if it goes well, they're going to probably continue to do this. And these movies started out with The Lie, and then after that, Black Box, and then after that, Nocturne, which is Nocturne. So I hope I'm saying that right. Nocturne, like nocturnal, and Evil Eye. And out of all these, I would have to say, I got through 3 of them, and the 4th one I wasn't able to get through all the way, more so of time issues. But out of all of them so far, the ones that I would say that at my very top were Nocturne. Nocturne, just to give you a synopsis of it, it's about these twin sisters who are piano prodigies. They grow up. One starts to grow and grow and become better. The other one starts to be left behind. And then when that one finds this book of of course, always has to be a book of a dead musician who died previously. She all of a sudden starts getting better and better than her sister, and all these dark twists and turns start coming around. So it's pretty good. Then you have Evil Eye. Evil Eye is I wasn't a big fan of this. I was a big fan of the style of the movie. It was a culturistic movie. It was about it was in this time. It was about some Indian people who who really into the Buddhist and Hinduism, and they talked about resurrection and pretty much about a mom trying to get her daughter to get married because she don't want her to get caught up with the evil eye, and the evil eye is a representation of a curse that someone could put on a person or whatever. But I think that's off the Hindu religion, and this thing come against you. The twist is that apparently somebody may or may not be resurrected and come back and kill or whatever. But I'm gonna leave it there. You guys can watch it. It was okay. It was a little slow for me. Black Box is about this guy who has a perfect family, him and his wife and child, and then he gets in this horrific car crash, and then after that car crash, his wife apparently is dead, and he doesn't remember anything, to the point where his little daughter, I think at age 7, has to help him try to remember his whole life and get back together, and his friend has to help him remember who he is, but he still can't function. He's getting angry. He wants more. Then they take him to a doctor, always a doctor, right? Who gives him this experimental surgery, drug, scientific thing, and then it supposedly supposed to give him everything back. But of course, everything goes haywire and goes left, and it's a whole bunch of twists, turns, supernatural things. I actually kind of like that. It was pretty good. Then there was A Lie. This movie actually kind of made me mad, just a little bit, because it's about just the premise. It's about pretty much a lie. It starts off as a lie, then it continues, grows, and the lie is pretty much this girl supposed to go on a retreat with her friends for a school. Somehow she's with her best friend. Her best friend disappears, and then they're looking for her. She tells her parents she killed her. They want to cover it up with a lie, and then that's how the story continues. And then at the end, it has a very, very weird twist, and the payoff isn't that bad or whatever, but it's just that throughout the movie you could just see this whole thing of this whole and it's just a personal pet peeve of mine of spoiling the kid. Then you spoil the kid, and this kid does this and does that. Like, it was a point in the movie, not to spoil too much, where one of the parents was trying to protect her, saying you can't go to police, and then she just, I don't care, I'm gonna do what I want. And it's like, you idiot girl, like if you really did kill this girl and you go to police, they're gonna lock you up. Parents try to protect you. And then there's other times where she's just like throwing a parent. It was just a bunch of like, this is stupid. And then at the same time, what? This is stupid. But it wasn't bad. If I had to choose in the order from least, I would say Evil Eye was my least favorite. The Lie was right after that. And then Nocturne was probably was my favorite until I watched a little that I did watch a Black Box, and I'm really in love with that one. So, but there you go, guys. Blumhouse, scary. Watch it. If you have Amazon Prime, watch it. If you have Fire Stick, watch it. It's these movies really didn't. I wasn't what I expected. I expected really crazy, gory stuff, but Blumhouse really took it a lot of emotion and changed some stuff up. So I actually thought it was dope. So go check this out. And next week I will. And I know I told you guys I was gonna give you a top 10, but I think I'm gonna save it closer to Halloween, because I want to give you like something that can really scare you, because we living in a world where we've seen a lot. You got coronavirus, you got this election, you got all these things going on, what can truly scare you, right? In this movie, it's Halloween, boo, whatever. You walk down the street, go to haunted house. What can scare you? Don't worry, I'm gonna give you a top 10 list that's going to scare the pants off you. I promise it's gonna scare you. If it's not next week, it's definitely gonna be on Halloween, and I will scare you. I promise you that I will scare you. But in the meantime, here's a fun fact. IGN just posted and said that to them, I don't know what they did, but the greatest slasher killer guy of all time, from what they've known, I guess based off of their knowledge or their rankings or whatever, is Michael Myers. I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, I can see that. I can see that. I can see that if you're going off of the soft reboot that they did or whatever, based off how he is and whatever. I mean, I think he still has competition. I think if you go off the beginning, Jason, you might got some competition, and maybe if you go off of the strangers and maybe Ghostface, because Ghostface he did his thing. Well, they, them, him, whatever, did their thing. But I don't know. I mean, it's.
I mean, if you, Ghostface, when like that was mostly like if you looking at like like once you find out the reasoning behind why they're doing this stuff, yeah. Ghostface is just like a little crying little bitch. Like, cause like if you found out that like it's because he was torturing because like apparently there is her brother the whole time from her mom messing with this other guy, and it was like
it's convoluted. Yeah,
and he was just literally going after her, like, and her friend, like, so it wasn't like he was just like this mass, anybody goes, like, yeah. I mean, mostly all the scary ones, like, they're not like this, like, they're not just going out everywhere killing everybody, like, trying to think of one that is or does do that. But if you think about all of them, like Jason just stays by the lake. Anybody that comes there, I mean, they did get kind of out of hand with Jason, like later, yeah. Like going to space and crap. But for the most part, all his movies are at the lake, Crystal Lake and everything. But then Michael Myers, I can see Michael Myers because just he's technically like a regular dude, like just, but also he's going after his sister, like it's all these stories are like, I don't know, but on their way they rate it, I can see how Michael Myers got where he got.
Yeah. Well, all right, people, that is all I have from my end or whatever. So just want to let you know that. Also, there's this festival going on. If you haven't noticed, we're in a pandemic, and something that's been shut down is live concerts. Live concerts, like going to see something like Broadway, Hamilton, or going to see AC/DC or Beyonce or whoever you like or whatever in concert. It's kind of been shut down. So something called Save the Stage or Save Our Stage Fest or something. So I don't know too much about it. I haven't really checked it out. I just saw it like pass into my news feed or whatever. So if you guys know anything about that, put down in the comments. Maybe I'll say something about it or whatever. It looks like they're doing some kind of big event or whatever, or a fundraiser to tell people to save stage, because the theory is that there won't be any more concerts or those type of live events ever again. But I don't know. I mean, as nerds, do we care? Do we? Do we not? I don't know. Does that mean Comic-Con is next? I don't know.
No.
What's happening?
You shut up.
I don't know. Hey, it's a live event. I don't know. But, leave that in the comments. Do you want me to game it out or don't game it out? Don't game it out. No, I'm gaming out. All right. So without ado, I'm going to give it. Oh, I'm stepping on his toes. He's going to be really mad about this, stepping on his toes. So I want to watch this movie where
You're
you
not
can.
stepping on my toes because that's what I was just about to bring up. I knew what you're going to bring up because
I don't
like
know, man.
it collaborates with because it's a movie your side, but it's also an animated movie on my
Yeah,
side. So
yeah.
it's collaboration.
Collaboration.
Uh, but basically, it's DC's. It's not like a reboot because the way that they're doing the movie, but it's kind of a reboot, like because they've done this movie already. But it's a Death in the Family is what it's called. It's Batman's Death in the Family is they're calling it, and but basically it's they a while back there was Under the Red Hood with about Jason Todd, and there was this whole basically animated movie where showed that Joker uh, t- tortured and killed Jason Todd with the crowbar. And then he later finds out, and he actually comes back as the Red Hood, and like coming after Joker and everything. And it's a really good movie. Go watch it when you can. But this one it takes it in another direction. Like they were talking about it. There's going to be points where you get to decide like outcomes. So it'll go the movie way, but also they have it's like a decision making on the audience part. So they have it's like multiple scenarios that you can kind of slim through. So that's actually unique and pretty cool. That's a so huh?
I want to watch it just for
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. So I'm excited to watch it because it sounds pretty cool. Like I've never heard of that, where you can choose like a different path of the story type thing. That's pretty cool. So I'm interested in watching that whenever it comes out. So that's what he was about to bring up. So, you want to elaborate any more?
Oh, well, the only thing I do know, because I did when I checked out I did some a little bit of research to find out why they're doing it. In the comics, when it first when they first did the comic or whatever, um, okay, I don't know if anybody knows this, but there was a big thing about Batman and all the Robins, right? So back in the day, they were trying to figure out who can be should Batman have a partner, Batman not have a partner, what would be the best type of partner. So they were trying to filter through or whatever. So when they made Jason Todd, they had this 1-800 number, and so when they had the comics, because it's kind of 1-800 numbers, comics going in distribution like how you watch YouTube and stuff. But so they would ask people, or they asked people like, do you like Jason Todd, and what do you think? How you think this should end, and this and that? And apparently, I guess people voted and they didn't really like him too much. So that's how he ended up dying before they ended up bringing him back, because then people liked him as people do. Oh, we hate him. Wait, actually, Jason Todd is better than that Tim Drake guy. Can you bring him back? Oh, okay. So I mean, I'm not sure if it went like that, but they brought him back as Red Hood and everything. But that's how the whole choose your fate. The people in this movie remembered that, because I guess they're that old, or they just remembered it, and they was like, hey, what if in today's time we gave people that same thing, but they could choose how they want this story to go, kind of, sort of, or whatnot. So I think that's pretty dope. I wonder if it's a lot more stories from the past we can kind of go and say, let's change some stuff up. In fact,
Well,
I just like the choose the fate. It's pretty cool.
Depending on how this goes, that I'm pretty sure we'll see more of that. All right. So other than that, what I wanted to talk about is also regarding DC. There's in the comics world. Basically, there's these new comics going to be coming out in January, and it's called, the comic series is Future State, which it's only a 2-month event. It's not going to be. It's not a whole new reboot like the New 52 or anything like that. It's just a 2-month event that they're trying to. Basically, they're putting the regular comics on pause, doing this 2-month event, and then in March they'll continue back with the originals. So what this is for 2 months, this is basically like one shots and mini series and anthology issues. I can't say that word. uh, but basically everybody's new. You know, like new Batman, new Joker, I mean, new Superman, Wonder Woman, you name it. Like everybody's new. I mean, there's probably gonna be some other ones. Fire going off, sir?
Not my house. Somebody else's house.
Oh, that's not a good in apartments. Um, but basically, so like as far as Batman, like everything, all these technically kind of is like in the future. Like I don't know when, because I'm asking myself like exactly how this is playing, because I'm like, so like as far as when they talk about Gotham, Batman, they're talking about Bruce Wayne. Bruce is dead, and like, wait, so when in the future is this? Because if it's is Batman Beyond, Bruce was still alive, you know. So is it after Batman Beyond, or is it? So that's why I'm like, or is this just like a whole nother another multiverse where, you know, and there's no Batman Beyond, you know? I don't know. And Bruce never went old. It's just a whole nother story, but it's supposed to be set in the future. Everybody's new, you know? So, but in this one, Bruce is dead, and also there's nothing confirmed yet, but it's like a 47% chance the new Batman will be a person of color.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, so that's there. That's in the talks, because actually the apparently the one that's doing it is actually, I don't know if they said he was the writer of, or he's oh hold on, I wonder if it's Ray. I need to mute this. I'm sorry.
It's the life of getting nerdy, people. People want us. So subscribe to our channel, please. So, you know, you can get our special time with the Snake and Mingo D. I don't know if that's really what we're going to be doing. We're not really giving special time. We're just going to make more shows. That's all.
So, basically, with the Batman, like Bruce is dead. Bruce Wayne's dead. That vigilantes were outlawed. And then basically this new Batman steps up to try to fight against the. So, but yeah, but what they were talking about is the writer apparently is like the 12 Years a Slave, like one of the he was, I don't know, I have to go back and look, but I think he was like either had a part in it or was the writer of it or something.
That's pretty cool.
So, but anyway, in Metropolis, John Kent is basically Superman's son, had to step up, and basically the storyline they're doing in Metropolis is basically when Superman got exiled from Earth. Basically, he was involved in a national issue, and somehow they had to. But anyway, he goes to this war world where he goes and basically fighting as a combatant. In they've had this on the TV show and also in the movies before, where he goes and that's where he fights Mongol. You remember that?
Right, I remember that.
Yeah. So that's that story where they're doing is in that. So, and while he's off planet, John Kent is actually taking up the role of Superman, and apparently from the events that's happening in Metropolis, he bottles Metropolis. not Metropolis, Gotham. He bottles Gotham like Brainiac, bottling cities and stuff to protect it. So, and Supergirl is kind of like, I'm like, what the is going on? And there's like a new Wonder Woman's getting chosen, so it's all new. It's definitely worth. I was looking at some of the picture art, like of the comic, what the comics look like. So there's like a 3 sections. There's Batman, Superman, Justice League. So everything's new. Like they got new Flash, new Green Lantern. So they got
Wow.
Aquaman. Like they have a whole bunch. I'm just sitting there looking through all the pictures. I'm like, man. So it's definitely gonna be some good ones to read into. So other than that, I also got I don't know if a lot of people have watched it. It's an old anime from a little while, 20 years ago, in fact. Bobobo-bo. Bobobo-bo.
Bobobo-bo.
Anyway, they're basically setting up for their 20th anniversary. So they're doing a lot of things. So if you start seeing him around, that's why. It's actually he's because they had him in J-Stars, I think, where they added him as a character. So that was one of the setups for it too. So Attack on Titan, their last season, there was this thing where they switched studios, which that's actually a pretty big deal for like ongoing titles getting switched, and especially on the last season. So a lot of people are kind of worried to make sure that if the studio is going to actually do it justice, the rest of the So that's one. This last season we're just going to be kind of watching. Demon Slayer, the movie, the Mugen Train, it came out yesterday on Friday the 16th. So, but what happened this week was the pre-sales. The pre-sale tickets were shutting down websites in Japan. They were so like just getting the pre-sale. Like there was like the website was having 100,000 people to 200,000 people trying to get these tickets for this movie. Like we will get it like early 2021 next year. Like I don't know when, but yeah, it's shutting that. Like they had to shut down sites, like because there's so much flow and people like trying to get these tickets. It's nuts. Also with Demon Slayer, the season 2 is in production. That's good. I mean, there's nothing confirmed as dates or anything, but the way everything's circulating online, like as far as like how things run, it's in the works. So so we're just gonna have to wait and see when that's gonna pop up for us at least. And the last thing basically is what I really want to talk about the most is basically what everybody is saying about Goku, what Goku did in Super, the latest episode. the last, I mean, again, it's just a teaser. We haven't gotten this full chapter. This chapter, we have not gotten the entire chapter. We just got like a couple pages. Like this is the chapter. We got this. Like we didn't even get the rest. So, and everybody literally just from these last 3, basically what happened in the last one. And spoiler alert, like if y'all, I'm gonna go. I feel like I need to go ahead and put that up. Spoiler alert. Basically, the last chapter we left off was that Moro, Goku turned Ultra Instinct, Master Ultra Instinct, whooping Moro's ass everywhere. Moro begging for his life under a boulder. Anyway, in this one, they come back. What we got, just these couple pages we got. Didn't even get the whole story yet. basically he's still begging for his life. Goku Hakai's the rock, turns it into dirt, which, you know, it's kind of strange. He's begging for his life. He's a dude that eats planets under a boulder. Kind of ironic. But so basically he does as Moro's standing up, he notices Goku's gone because Goku had vanished basically because he sensed that Krillin had just arrived. Krillin has senzu beans. Goku goes over, grabs the senzu beans from Krillin. Didn't even have a chance to respond. Like, he just noticed the beans were gone. He's like, Goku goes back, tells Moro that he will help him is if he promises to never do anything like this again and go back to prison with the Galactic Patrol. Of course, he agrees. He will never do it. Goku gives him a senzu bean. He eats it. He gets powered back up, and then he said that he has one more thing to do, and he lunges at Goku. That's where it ended. So, again, this is just a snippet, like sneak peek at the chapter. We got the drawings, we got the translations a little bit of what, and then we still have to get we haven't gotten the full thing yet. What I'm having is that everything I've looked around, everybody's talking about this. All of them are getting on my nerves because they're like talking about how this is trash. The writer don't know what he's talking about. This and like, bro, like, do y'all not know Goku? This is a classic Goku move. Like, I don't care what Super, like all the training he went through in Super, this and that. That doesn't change the fact that it's Goku. Like, he will always, and then like he goes back. Like, everybody would always go back to Cell Saga. Like, when they're in the thing, they would bring up Cell, like, oh, because he gave Cell senzu bean. But it goes back further than that. Like, everybody that he's ever fought, he has helped. You can even go back to Vegeta. Vegeta, he stopped Krillin from killing Vegeta and let him get away. Like, it's just something that he does. This is a classic Goku. He's never going to change just because that's how he is. That part of him is never going to change. He's killed Frieza twice. But he gave Frieza like Frieza was begging for his life. He gave him his own energy and said, here, there's some of your energy, go live your life, whatever. And Frieza attacked him, he killed him. So that's the part I'm getting a flashback of. I'm not flashback to Cell, I'm flashing back further to, like, I feel like, he's lunging at Goku. I feel like Goku's gonna like just Akai him like that. Like, that would be dope. I do want Vegeta to come in and get his side, but it's just pissing me off. Like, everything I hear is like, oh, this is trash. Man, this guy don't know what he's talking about. All the character development is like out the window. Like, it just takes the like him training with Whis, because Whis called him out on it. He said that you and told him exactly what he does. He drops his guard, like he helps, like, he's not like Vegeta is. Vegeta like goes straight in. People think that that's just automatically going to change it. No, that's not how that works. You're still going to do, like, you eventually change, but Goku always wants to. He would rather have them change their way, rehabilitate them than to just kill them off. And especially if they're strong, he wants to fight them again. He always wants to fight them again. So that's the thing that's pissing me off about everybody bitching. And I'm like, bro, let it come out. It came out something like they actually put up it was like an interview, uh, top, trying to remember what they called it. It's basically an interview, basically talking about what they released, and it was meant. They released it, and it was meant to be a cliffhanger. And so this is that, and the next one is supposed to have a surprise type of on the next page. So obviously, there's something that's going to happen, and I just want everybody. I want the chapter to come out before y'all start talking about this dude is trash and he don't know what he's doing writing. Like he reports straight to Toriyama. Like he writes, he gives it to Toriyama. Toriyama approves it.
Yep.
That. So quit bitching. Like I don't know, man. Like some of these people are getting on my nerves, man. Like bro, like how are you gonna talk about this dude's writing? I'm like, he's doing just fine to me. I mean,
yeah, I like it. I mean, it matches up.
He's had a lot of cliffhangers, you know, like but the thing is that this arc is almost over. This arc is wrapping up. So this could be the ending of this arc, this Moro arc, because we've been in Moro for a while. There is going to be something new coming up. So I think that this is how they're going to end this arc. And I wouldn't be surprised if he does take out Moro. Like Goku takes him out. Like, just like if you think about back to how all the when they fight, anytime that there's a big arc and big fight, Goku's usually the one that takes him out at the end. I mean, except for the cell with Gohan, that ordeal. But you know, like for instance, the Boo saga, like when they fought Kid Buu and they told him, "Hey, I wish you come back next time as somebody good," you know, took him out. So I don't know, man. I don't think he asked for them to come back, but because he's in this Master Ultra Instinct, and he's lunging at him, I just expect him to just like do basically how he did with Frieza, is like, "You idiot," and then just Akai him, right? That would be nuts. But I don't know. We'll have to just see. Like maybe Vegeta swoops in and tries and takes over. You know, like
and kills him. Yeah, that'd be dope.
But
any update on when it's coming out, or
what
they say the next chapter?
Oh, the rest of the chapter? Well, a couple days actually.
Oh, okay.
In the next couple days. Next week I'll have the full thing. I'm pretty sure. It's usually it's around the 20th. So it's the 16th is the 17th. So yeah, a couple days. But other than that, that's all I really had. Like,
yeah, that was a good rant. That was a good rant. Good, I like it. I like it. Good rant. Raven rants. Yeah.
People I'm like, well, anyway. But that's all I got. You got anything else?
No, I mean, just a not necessarily a rundown. Be looking out for the iPhone 12 came out, so that's some tech stuff for you techies. iPhone 12 and the Google Pixel 5. Yeah, Google Pixel 5. So check those things out. You know, you want some tech stuff, you know, new phones. New phones are always awesome. Games, PlayStation UI. Yeah, so that's a.
You don't have to run through the other segment.
That's all I got. So I don't know. I just wanted to say that way gamers be mad. Why you single game? Cause
another thing I want to, because it was on the chat, somebody posted it. I didn't post it. I responded to it, but because on the Facebook page we Get Nerdy, like when you go on there and post, like it says Get Nerdy posted this. So I don't know which one of y'all posted. So, and then when I respond to it, it said Get Nerdy responds. I'm like, well, so I got to go in and say Snake here, you know, like, and such and such, such. So Ed, Ed, and Eddie from Cartoon Network back in the day. They posted this into the thing, and they look like trash. They look like Adventure Time. Like I'm like, what is this?
bet
But
you.
talking about Ed, Ed and Eddie reboot and everything, but I looked it up. It is not happening. The
Okay.
writers, they say it's not happening. Like there was a like it's I think it was just like a spoof type of thing in Adventure Time or in one of those new cartoon, like a throwback, like just kind of a nod at it or something. But I hope they don't remake that looking like that crap. Don't do it. Like if you're gonna remake it, like I can see you doing it, but like the graphics for Ed and Eddie wasn't great. It was like pencil drawn, kind of. His hair moved a lot and his eyebrow. Anyway, but if you update the graphics on it, maybe, but keep it the same as what it used to be. Like continue with the story. Maybe have them grow up a little, like teenage years. Maybe, I don't know. It would actually be pretty funny seeing them in high school.
Yeah.
See what antics that they would get into now if they're in high school and stuff. I don't know, but if you go look at that freaking picture on, I kind of want to delete it off the page. It's so bad. Like, I don't like it. Anyways, we're gonna have to end that on that note.
Yep.
And basically, thank y'all for coming out, hanging out with us. Sorry we didn't have Ray with us or Ethan. Maybe he'll catch it on the next time. Keep trying to get in touch with him. Hopefully he's all right and everything. But again, go to YouTube. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the bell icon. Let us. That way you'll know when every time we post. Remember, you can go to Facebook. I'm in the process. I'm going to see about starting a TikTok page for us. Yeah. We do have other pages, so remember, I think that's about it, really. Yep, catch us next Saturday.
Talk nerdy to me. Get nerdy with me.